here. Preston Parsons in the UFC. The bevy of guys from Fusion XL that are in the UFC.
One of the craziest stories I tell people is all right. Well, looks like Ramsey's been called to the ring to do fancy Ramsey things. Let's see. All right. Yeah, so back to weird stories and crazy times at Combat Night with me. Sitting in the back room, I think it was here at the Moon before we started using that as, if you haven't never seen it, the locker room we use is back here. It used to be like a separate bar area. And I'm taping hands next to this guy, and I'm like, man, who is this cat? And I'm looking at him, I was like, I know this guy from somewhere. And it turned, until after he goes home, I realized it's Joe Diesel Riggs. And he's been taping hands, and we've been borrowing gear back and forth from each other to wrap our fighters up. It's just crazy. You know, you meet a handful of these legendary pros, and I'm not like super fanboy, but one of my best experiences is meeting Dean Thomas. If you don't know who Dean Thomas is and you're an MMA fan, it's worth it to go back and look. Guy is the original all-around martial artist. It's like we're getting ready to battle. Yep.
So Robert Masseline making his final approach to the Combatagon. Robert Pitbull Masseline, 5'6", 160 pounds, from Panama City, Florida. Trains at Fusion XL, a mixed martial artist by trade with a 1-2-1 no contest record in his amateur career. He has no prediction for this fight, but he says he's looking forward to just getting out there and putting on a show. Wants to give a shout out to his sponsors. DD214 Fightwear, Team Reaper, One Earth CBD, Hardcore Muscle Sports Nutrition, Retro Grappler. He also wants to give a shout out to his girlfriend Tracy and his family for always supporting him, and his whole team and coaches at Fusion XL. Check him out at Pitbull_Unleashed on Instagram. And he said he's 42, still putting in the hard work and competing. What do you think about that, Mason Runge?
That's amazing.
How about it?
I just turned 43, and I look at these guys. This dude is like chiseled out of onyx. He's got muscles for days. And I guess the best thing about that is if you listen to his little pedigree, he says, I just want to put on a good show. That's a dangerous man.
Certainly.
Because he doesn't care about the win.
I just turned 43 as
right.
well.
Well, I guess we're probably both Aquarius.
I just turned 43. I've been 43.
Me too. February 9th.
No, I didn't just turn. I've been 40. I'm marching towards 44.
I find myself forgetting.
So making his way to the Combatagon at this time, Dedrick King Douglas, 6 foot tall, 155 pounds, from Fort Myers, Florida. Trains out of Train Fight Win, Tallahassee. A karate practitioner by trade. I believe he holds a black belt in that. 0-1 thus far in his amateur career, so he'll be looking to get his first win on the board there. He says the best man will be victorious and wants to give a shout out to Retro Grappler, Simply E-Connect, Carnage Clan Clothing, New Finish Pressure Washing. Check him out on Instagram at @thechosen1_KingDead. He is a student at FAMU studying business. And we will see the stylings of Dedrick King Douglas here versus Robert Masseline.
So I haven't worked a ton. I haven't worked any with Derek at all. I want to say I was working with Tim right when Derek started. Probably, I don't know. He's been with Train by Win at least 2 years, maybe a little bit more. But Kid's one of those dudes that comes in and just puts in hard work, covered in sweat at the end of the thing, always looking for a way to get better. That's the kind of people you need. People that are hungry, people that are willing to do the things they suck at to get better. That's the difference. Especially at this level, it's who's willing to do what sucks the most. And those are the guys that are usually more prepared. This is going to be a great fight.
I agree. I think both of these guys have their strengths.
Absolutely.
And I think that the length of Dedrick is problematic for Masseline, as he will be, I think, looking for the takedown to neutralize that distance. And on the ground, I think Masseline's a problem for Dedrick. I've seen him have trouble getting up off of his back in previous fights. So Dedrick King Douglas in the red corner and Robert Pitbull Masseline in the blue. We are set to go.
There's only a 2-inch difference between these guys. Douglas is 5'9", whereas the King here is 5'7", but it does not look. It looks to be a sizable 5'6". Oh, correction! I'm looking at the wrong one. 6 foot and 5'6". Now that makes way more sense.
That you can see.
Oh, just like we thought, he's looking for that single.
Looking to.
He's going to train. He's got a great deep underhook over there, and he's got the overhook. Oh, looks. Don't hot.
Big
nice
takedown
slam
there from Pitbull.
He's going to press him up against the fence. He's going to do him dirty right here.
Yeah, he's stacking him.
We got to see if Derek knows to get to a hip and start getting that wall walk going. He's to post up on the head, creating some frames in there, get going. It looks like he's hunting for something.
Dedrick's just kind of leaving his guard open right now.
Well, yeah, he's got to have a guard open to be able to stand up. So, but it also looks like a lot of, that's some heavy pressure.
That is a lot of forward pressure.
And you never know, you don't understand how hard it is to move under that. You have guys yelling in the crowd until somebody's got you glued to the mat like that, pressed against the cage. It restricts your breathing. It really changes your mind state, and you just kind of go into a survival mode in this situation.
And look at that head positioning by the Pitbull, just being nasty, putting his forehead right on his face.
Absolutely. We call that a thumbtack, and it's like you're stapling the guy to the cage.
These are some heavy shots landing here and
there. There we go.
Maseline separates and then re-engages, looking to pass.
See that overhook over on Derek's leg over there. He's looking to pass. Oh, there we go.
Dedrick does a good job to fighting him back into his guard.
Looks like Douglas's best shot right now. Either lock him up and see if Larry will stand him up.
These are heavy shots.
He's not real damaged. He's going to stop it.
He was not improving his position.
Right, and that's for the protection of the fighter. We hate to see that happen like that, but Larry's probably one of the best in the game. That dude knows more about MMA than most of us have ever thought about.
Yeah.
Love the sportsmanship on both halves.
That's almost in my mind's eye exactly what I thought was going to happen if Robert got him to the ground, maintained that control, and did a fantastic job of keeping that pressure, throwing those punches. If you relent even a second, it gives the official time to think like, okay, well, he's not done yet.
Absolutely.
Like you said, those blows were not landing devastatingly, but he was not doing anything to improve his position. So that's the stoppage there by UFC Larry Folsom.
Yeah, he's Combat Night legend.
He is Combat Night legend, baddest man on the planet.
If you want to talk about like a Hall of Fame, if Combat Night did a 10-year Hall of Fame inductee, Larry Folsom's got to be in there along with Lance Maxwell.
First ballot,
totally. That guy knows more about combative sports and martial arts than all of us.
Here is your winner by TKO out of the blue corner, Robert.
Look at that energy. That dude loved to put on a good show, and it was a great show. Definitely not the last you'll see of Derek. Kid's a scrappy dude, and he's going to look to fight again as soon as he can. Shout out to all my people over 40 getting in the cage and doing this thing. I wish if I had half the muscles that dude did, I'd probably, I don't know, probably model nude for something. Well, not nude, tastefully, of course. If you're not familiar, Fusion XL, pretty solid gym. They put out every dude I've ever seen or had to fight against Fusion XL. Always game opponent. Their coaches are always
trademark Fusion XL selfie. I can't get in the way of that. But now that we have everybody's attention, Robert, congratulations on a round 1 victory. What does it mean for you to be fighting here with us at Combat Night, 10th anniversary, big victory? Talk to us here.
Man, let me tell you this right here. 850, baby. I'm a Panama City boy. Fucking 42 years old out here still doing this. Get in your ass. Let's go. Get in here and let's go. If you can't do it, ain't nobody do it. I'm 42 years old still doing this shit. Come do it.
It's a hell of a testament to your abilities. Obviously, you got your team here. Who do you want to thank?
Man, I want to thank my sponsors. I want to thank my girl, Tracy. She couldn't be here. I want to thank my family. Everybody that support me, that stand behind me. Mitchell, this man put a lot of faith in me and gave me a chance here. So thank y'all. Thank Combat Night. Thank everybody for showing up.
You heard it here, 42 years young, still getting it done in the Combatagon. That's Robert Pitbull Maseline.